Good morning, everybody. So, I just wanted to take a minute to touch on something that I find obvious to me, but not necessarily obvious to the rest of the world. I wanted to verbalize the importance of allowing spiritual concepts to evolve and flow with the direction of energies. What I specifically mean by that is this. When you have a concept like third eye, right? Tapping into one's third eye. This is a very old concept that resonates more so when humanity was firmly planted in 3D. Humanity has ascended and is now in 5D, generally speaking. Now, with that being said, tapping into the third eye is a lower frequency concept. Okay? So, when we talk about third eye, we're talking about physicality. We're talking about being physically oriented. We're talking about grounded, mundane, physical. Okay? You know, someone is in a 13 frequency energy because it's funny because, okay, let's say you get into an argument with someone and the first thing they do to insult you is physically oriented. That is a 13 frequency person. They're physically oriented. That is where their awareness is, physicality, right? It's not as deep, right? That's a great tool there. So when you talk about the next stage, right, the next step in ascension, which is going to be 14 frequency or the fourth eye, we're talking about the honing of that awareness, the gaining of that awareness, that insight, that spiritual knowledge, okay? And then the fully understanding it relative to the web that is karma, 5D or 15. Now, when you're in 15 frequency, right, or heavily impacted by 5 energy, you're being impacted by karma, okay? You're being restricted, okay? Restriction of thought or circumstance, okay? So we're talking about an energy that needs to be understood so you can understand what's going on, right? You can have the awareness of it, right, when you're 14, but it's more so just like information oriented, right? Conspiracies and things like that. And the next stage is really understanding how these energies impact you personally, how to break from the web, how to lean into opposite action, right? The work that needs to be done, right? You want to be doing 23 work. That repetition of cycle is 32. You don't want that, right? So there is work involved in it, right? But when we talk about tapping into your fifth eye, you are gaining true awareness of the webs that are binding you. Now, it's not about replacing eyes. It's gaining additional ones.